Gamers! 2021 is over, as we all know, and it is time to get into 2022. But let's be realistic, not much really coming out in January, except for Pokemon. Look forward to that. But we here at 5-9 Gaming wanted to go over the entirety of 2021, pick our personal favorite games, and about for a minute or two, just talk to you guys about it. So let us know your thoughts down below in the comments below. What was your favorite game of 2021 or games? Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new for more content. And with that being said, let's get into the video.
All right, guys, so my favorite game of 2021, if you asked me, it was Returnal. And I'm going to be honest, as someone who's just starting to get into the Souls games, this was a roguelite, and I don't really have any history of roguelites, so this was my very first one. And I will say it was very, very challenging, but I think that's the whole aspect of it that I just like the most, is that it's meant to be challenging, it's meant to be hard. And this is the first time I played a game where you die, you restart back to nothing. You lose everything. Your entire progress, your 2 hours or 3 hours straight you put into it, done if you died. And so that was, like, I think the coolest thing of this game was the fact that it was a roguelite, and so it made me really want to get more into roguelite games. Hey, shout out to Hades. I ended up getting into Hades because of this game, but this game, right, introduced all that, and I thought it was just a really cool game. Awesome enemies. The fact that you fought aliens that were reminiscent of sea creatures at one point had me thinking, wait, aliens and sea creatures? I know nothing about sea creatures. That's interesting. The fact that the game had a really interesting story. The story of Celine, right? Her trauma past, why she went to space. You know, there were so many cutscene moments where you're just like, what did that mean? Wait, hold on, I'm confused. Is that who that was? Like, it had a good psychological twist to it that I thought was really well done. It made me go back into the game just to get a different ending. So I love that. The different weapons. It had a grapple hook. If you have a grapple hook, you automatically sold me. I had a freaking alien katana that I had to make sure I got every single time. The environments kept changing. The world would always change. If you died, you came back, it was something different. And again, I thought the aliens were just so cool looking. If you had to ask me, I think all that combined, that was easily my favorite game of 2021.
Ohio Epic 5-9 Gamers, it's your boy Ignit, and I'm here to talk about my personal favorite game of 2021, and that is Persona 5 Strikers. Now, this game is here by technicality because technically it released in February 20th of 2020 in Japan, but it didn't get its overseas release until February 22nd of 2021. So technically it's a 2021 game, technically it could be a 2020 game, however you look at it. Either way, it is my favorite game that I released this year, by far, hands down. I have nearing 300 hours in this game. I have gone out my way to absolutely 100% literally every single detail of this game, down to the character stats, maxed out items, everything. I absolutely love this game. It is my favorite Persona game when it comes to gameplay wise. Now, don't get it twisted, Persona 5 Royal is peak fiction and the best game of all time. I'll not take any arguments, but this game is by far my most favorite Persona game when it comes to gameplay wise. Right up there to Persona dancing games, because who doesn't like a dancing game? You know, who doesn't like rhythm games? But yeah, this game is very fun. The story is a little bit samey to base 5, but I mean, it's still enjoyable. I love Zenkichi. I loved all the character interaction with Sophia. The game is so much fun. It's just a nice change of pace for a Persona fan, because we're used to like the turn-based stuff. And this one is a lot more hectic and a lot more crazy. Now, the game did have a bit of a rocky start, where you have to save every time you go to a different dungeon, or else the game would probably crash. I know Trocho still has never finished the game because of that. But anyways, they have fixed that since then, so now I can completely recommend you, if you are a Persona fan, give this game a try. I believe it actually was free on PS Plus recently. I'm not sure that's still going on or not by the time the video's up. I highly recommend giving it a try. And that is my favorite game of 2021. Let me know what you guys think down below.
Hey guys, Gale right here. I have to give my game of the year vote here and right now for 2021, and I will give it to Forza Horizon 5. Honestly, this game absolutely nailed what I wanted it to do. It was supposed to be an improvement over Forza Horizon 4, and it did that. And also because in 2021 there weren't that many great games, honestly, and Forza Horizon 5 shined like a bright star in the night sky. Honestly, what a game. Honestly, they improved the visuals, they improved the lighting, tire smoke, dust effects, everything that you wanted them to do over Forza Horizon 4. They did it. A lot of new customization for cars, a lot of new cars as well. And on top of that, the major thing that I wanted it to do over Forza Horizon 4 that it finally did was nail the atmosphere and nail the racing side of things. Honestly, they did that. They have absolutely knocked it out of the park, and I'm so happy with the game. The only gripe that I would have with it is probably the online servers being finicky, but if you push aside the online for a bit and focus on the game itself, like the core game. Honestly, unbelievable. I really enjoyed it. I think I put in over 100 hours within like a week and a half, basically. Genuinely the most fun I've had in a racing game in the last couple of years, honestly. So enjoyable, and that's why I have to give Forza Horizon 5 the Game of the Year award for my end.
Take control of Detective Yagami once more in the follow-up to the original PS4 masterpiece, Judgment. Lost Judgment takes place across two sprawling cities full of life and character, as you fall down a rabbit hole of lies and deceit, following the torture and murder of a Japanese student. With so much to do, exploring the cities away from the main quest, just to help out the locals, completing side objectives, and racing drones can feel just as rewarding as the main story itself. No prior knowledge of the Judgment series is required to play this game, but for long-time fans, there are some clever nods and references that don't overstay their welcome. RGG Studios has become one of Sega's leading studios, and this game feels like a celebration of everything that makes this studio shine. Zany characters, genuine tension and mystery, and a capable and fun main character who is able to take on the dark underworld of Japan with both wits and force, including the new Snake style of fighting, which, when mastered, is the most fun I've ever had in a beat-em-up game. Disarming enemies with the flashy heat moves has always been a staple of the Yakuza games, and with the technical ability and agility of Detective Yagami, this has never felt so flashy. Just like in the original Judgment, there is a skill tree and ability system that can be upgraded with SP, which can be acquired through completing missions, beating up enemies, and exploring the cities. This SP can be spent on whatever you want, from improving Yagami's stats, his abilities, unlocking new moves for his 3 fighting styles, or even boost his non-combat abilities, such as improving the HP you get back from eating at restaurants. The drone returns in all its glory, along with several other new spy gadgets, but nothing is quite as wholesome as the new detective dog. Hitting the streets with a detective dog can net you some new items and treasures that you can smell out as you head around the town, along with being a reliable ally for when Yagami is in a tough spot. The game isn't perfect, with some strange AI, weird ragdolls, and the occasional rushed side quests can somewhat impact the immersion. As far as graphical glitches go, there was some object popping and model swapping happening when I flew super far out with the drone, but for all intents and purposes the game looks stellar, with lighting, textures and motion capture all coming together to create a perfect blend of style and substance. This game is accessible, fun, a little rough around the edges from time to time, but a beautiful attempt by Sega to push an already fantastic franchise even further.
Hey guys, Tallen back here. So for my personal pick for top game of 2021, I have to go with Metroid Dread. Now, it is not a perfect game. There are definitely some flaws in it in terms of the Emmys. You guys know how I feel about those. Make sure to check out the review if you haven't already. And there's also just a few steps that have been taken within the Metroidvania universe and the way the games are made these days that it clearly has not tried to improve upon. But that being said, I still had a blast with this game. Just playing the game, the controls felt amazing. The shooting was excellent. The bosses were phenomenal. Gameplay, just everything in general. The worlds are really cool, having different environments in each of the sections underground. Absolutely stunning. I love that Metroid's finally back on top where it belongs, and Metroid Dread just proves that Nintendo, you get a good team on it, you put some effort into it, and people are gonna buy it. Metroid sold amazingly, and I can't wait to see what the future of Metroid holds for us. Hopefully something will be announced either this year or in the next year or so, whether it's Prime or a different game, or heck, how about both? Let's have both, the best of both worlds. So anyway, that is my pick, guys, for 2021.
What's going on, everyone? It's me, your boy Is. I'm here to talk to you guys about my game of the year choice for 2021. And of course, it has to be Shin Megami Tensei 5. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is such an amazing game all throughout. The mechanics, while bringing some of the stuff they have done for the Persona series, mixing in with some of the older mainline stuff, really does bring out the true work they've done throughout all the years when making through these games. The character designs and demon designs are just phenomenal, and the story is just chef's kiss. I currently have over 100 hours between 2 playthroughs, one for Twitch chat and one for my regular playthrough, and it does not feel stale, old, or repetitive at all, as you can definitely still make a physical only build or a magical only build or a balanced build, whichever tier you're choosing, and I'm so glad that they've kept that in this mainline series. If you've never played a Shin Megami Tensei game, you should definitely pick it up. If you're into RPGs, or if you play the Persona series, it's still a worthwhile try. And if you played the older SMT mainline games, but you just don't know about this one, SMT5, again, even though it does bring some of the stuff that they've done for Persona, it still feels like a true old mainline Shin Megami Tensei game. So that is my choice for Game of the Year 2021.
Hey everyone, Sora here, and my pick for GOTY 2021 has to be the PC port of Kingdom Hearts 3. As far as PC ports go, this has to be one of the best ones I've ever seen in my entire life. Performance is great, and the game gives you tons of graphical options to tweak and adjust to your liking, even allowing frame rates above 60, which is not the most common thing in the world when talking about console ports. The only thing that is missing is DLSS really, but the game runs well enough without it, so it's not that big of a loss really. Mod support is also a thing since the game is based on Unreal Engine, which is just a cherry on top of an already amazing port. And as far as the actual game goes, it's the usual fast-paced, flashy action RPG we love from Kingdom Hearts 2, with sublime graphics and bigger than ever worlds to explore. Remind is also included in the PC port from the start, so the extra super bosses are also there for those that like their games extra challenging and rewarding. Definitely a must-play if you're a fan of the action RPG genre, even if you don't know much about the story.
Hello 5-9 gamers, my name is ArkhIce and I'm here to tell you about my favorite game of 2021. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl were the remakes I have been waiting for, and have to say, I was not disappointed. The three things I liked the most about this game was 1, the chibi style. I love how the style and shading looked with it being tile based. I think it looked quite amazing. It actually really looks good when you look from that top-down style. It fits the original style of the games. I also loved how the shading and lighting in the battles enhanced the experience. You will always see throughout the gym fights these little backgrounds that match the type of gym fight you are, and how the lighting actually shines down like you're in an enclosed stadium type area. The second thing I liked the most about the game was the gym fights. I think the gym fights are amazing, and having the movesets changed threw me off the first time I actually went through the game. Flint's Bronzong almost finished me off the first time I fought it. I was not expecting to have the moveset of switching out to Infernape after it made it so where it cannot be touched. I got really unlucky and couldn't hit it several times, so having the movesets changed gave me an extra challenge, and it gave me a big, fresh, more experience when it comes to my favorite games. And then third is the Underground. I loved how they expanded the Underground so that it has a much more a fun experience for me and my friends to play together. It has so many different outcodes to catch your favorite Pokemon, whether it be post-National Gen or before National Gen. It also added a new thing called statues, which you can use to actually decorate Underground base. So you can go grab your favorite Dragon-type Pokemon, shove it as a statue inside your base so you can show off to your friends your favorite Pokemon. That is all for me, gamers. I will see y'all later.
All right, everyone, and there we go. What did you think of our list, and what did you think of the games that we all picked here at 5-9 Gaming for the 2021 best games in our personal opinions? Again, let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, what were your favorite games of the year, and what are you most looking forward to in 2022? If you happen to like the video, make sure you leave a like, leave your comments down below again, and subscribe if you happen to be new to get up to date on all of our incoming content. A lot of stuff happening over the next few months. We can't wait to show you guys. Anyway, everyone, I've been Tallen with 5-9 Gaming Direct, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Johnny.